Hey, it's Rick Khan from rickkhan.com, and there are 5 copywriting exercises that will help you to write like a pro in the shortest time possible. Now, you don't need to have any talent or any special creativity to become the best at copywriting, because the truth is, it's a skill that you must learn and repeat in a way that you might not think. Just like when you exercise in the gym, you develop yourself and the skills to become healthier and fitter. And that's what these 5 exercises are going to help you develop with your copywriting skills, whether you're a beginner or advanced, to write like a pro. Which starts with, similar to what Gary Halbert teaches, reading certain books to help understand principles of marketing and copywriting without spending too much time making lots of notes. Now, Gary Halbert had a list of recommendations which should show up on the screen. But what I recommend, just to get you going quickly, is to read these books I'm about to suggest specifically, as some of these books from Gary, such as Breakthrough Advertising, is just a bit advanced if you've never written before or made any money from writing a sales page. So the list is The Ultimate Sales Letter by Dan Kennedy, where it's a very good introduction to copywriting and has incredible practical tips that you can apply immediately. Then Scientific Advertising by Claude Hopkins, which will give you more insights into marketing, and it's a must-read secret about copywriting. And then, even though this next book isn't directly related to copywriting, it's a scientific book that will help you understand persuasion on a more scientific approach, which is Influence by Robert Cialdini, where he did a bunch of experiments to scientifically understand how people react to certain commands, biases, and persuasive techniques. Then you want to read The One Sentence Persuasion by Blair Warren. Now, this book summarizes in a single sentence possibly everything you need to know to persuade someone else to buy. It's a very short course, but is definitely worth being at the very top for persuasion. Now, remember this, when reading each of these books, you don't need to go through it text by text and study it like an exam. The idea is just to understand the principles of copywriting and marketing and get better at understanding how it all actually works. Because next, when you read through each of these, you're then going to do 2 things, which is to find current winning copy and swipe them for step 4 in this video. And then secondly, to exercise your brain by reading at least 1 promotion a day. Now, when I say promos, I don't mean reading an entire sales page that's 35 pages long, unless you want to, but what I mean more is about reading parts of the copy, such as the lead, the offer, the stories, even going through just an email or a Facebook ad. And with that said, something to mention with reading parts of copy, because the truth is, what most beginner copywriters don't fully understand is that copy wasn't created by sitting down and writing an entire sales letter out, but instead copy is created in stages, where I talk more about this in Learning How to Research Copy, where I'll link below. But reading a promo a day will keep your mind conditioned and will absorb more and more copywriting knowledge. But one thing it does, it helps create those aha moments, when something sparks on an emotional level that ingrains into understanding how to apply angles, hooks, and big ideas for when you start writing your very own copy. Now, the question here is, where do you find winning copy? Well, there are many ways you can find copy, but here's a few ways and what you need to do, which is first, go to Facebook Ads Library and enter your competitors or even authorities who you know that have multiple sales using direct response copy. Now, be careful not to just pick copy that worked well with audiences that were well branded and only has a simple offer, such as, let's say, McDonald's. You wouldn't copy their copy because of their brand positioning. They're going to clearly sell, because who doesn't know McDonald's? But finding a good direct response copy is the best. And the best way to find them today is through the Facebook Ads Library. And if you check the dates on the ad, this will tell you if someone has been running ads for a while, which is a good indicator that the copy must be converting. Then you want to read and swipe the ad and then click through to the landing pages and do the same thing. And then I suggest you find through Ads Library or Google different email opt-ins from a good copywriter. And what you want to do is also go through all the funnel and swipe as much as you can to build your own swipe file, where I show you a full detailed video about how to swipe the right way in the description below. Which goes to the next point, is to interpret and understand everything you read. Because the truth is, the person who wrote the copy will have a lot of reasons and principles behind why they wrote the way they did. And that's why you need to learn this next thing, by looking for certain principles behind the copy, which persuasion in itself is an emotional language, because emotions are what makes us do things, especially that makes us buy. So instead of just looking only for hooks and angles, you want to start finding these things here. How is the copy making it sound easy where anyone or anybody can achieve the results promised? Such as a method, a step-by-step, a technique, because all of these implies that if you follow what's told, you'll attain the results. Then find what's new and unique, because you want your copy to be different and make sure nobody's seen or heard it before. So using words such as for the first time ever, exclusive, and only is what makes things new and unique, because on a deeper psychological level, the mind avoids boredom and doesn't want to see anything it's seen before. And then what makes it fast? Just like people want the quick pill to resolve a problem. What part of the copy is continuing its emotional language with things such as quickly, in an instant, less than 5 minutes, and so on? Because finding these things will help you to understand what emotional triggers the copywriter was using to convince their prospects. And then this next pro tip is one way of ingraining copy and connecting your mind on a deeper level, which is everything you took from your swipes is to then handwrite the copy. This is basically the sparring of copy. It's like stepping in the ring and learning to actually apply. Now, this is, in all honesty, something that can get tedious, but I promise it's the most powerful way to really connect your mind and understand copy on another level. And what's powerful about doing this is when you write each word, you also slow your mind down and you spend more time on understanding each word that was written. And also, perhaps best of all, you have more of a connection when you use your hand and writing each word down. There's just something magical about taking proven copy and writing it all by hand. And then next, I want to invite you to try something different here. And don't overthink this one, but I want you to write copy every day for at least 30 days. Now, this can be about anything, whether it's a light bulb you're going to write about, a carpet, writing about food in the fridge. Just write, because you need to practice everything you've been doing and learning how to angle things, add things in, put instant, easy, new, unique, and write in multiple ways. And as you do this, I guarantee from day 1 to day 30, you're going to notice a huge improvement. You're going to improve on coming up with big ideas, how to create your hooks, and how to structure your copy. And what's so incredible about doing this is that it'll rewire your brain to start becoming a pro copywriter. Now, once you do all of this and you keep exercising each of these, I promise you'll go from a beginner to a far better copywriter very quickly. And with that said, I'm going to keep creating videos just like this. And if it's something that's helped you, I'd really appreciate finding out if you just leave me a like or a comment to let me know. But for more copywriting, check this powerful research video that I've done here that'll show you how to research your prospects to write better copy. And for more, make sure to stay updated by subscribing and hitting that bell icon. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.